Can you hear me now? There it is. Hey, Liam. How you doing? What are you up to tonight? What up, the loosest of gooses? You know, long time ago, when I first started playing Overwatch. Hey, Fuzzy Pickles, how's it going? When I first started playing Overwatch, I kept meeting people with like really cool goose themed names. And on Overwatch at the time, my name was just Sam. So I was like, hey, I used to message people, I'm starting a collection of really cool goose themed names. Like, do you want to team up and we can just attack people as gooses? And they were like, whoa, who's oh, Feather sent us here. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Yeah, we got some people in the house. I met someone on Overwatch named Majin Goose, and I thought that was amazing. So I invited them out, and we were just rolling up, just 5 goose themed people and Sam, and we would just go wreck fools. It was a lot of fun. Holy moly, where'd everybody come from? Am I just... What's going on here? Happy to see everybody, but... Heather sent this. Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody. We're making games. Yeah, same of these. I was Majin Goose was my favorite, but there's also like a very special goose, you know, and everyone just had like silly names. It was a lot of fun. So every time I see someone with a goose themed name, oh my god, did I time this out perfectly? Look at this. Boom. My little forest background. Amazing. It's a feather raid. I love it. Majin Goose was a great name. Oh my god, I just realized, everybody, I'm sorry. I had top chat instead of live chat turned on. I'm sorry. I'm new at this. Please cut me some slack. What kind of game am I making? I'm making a game. We were live streaming Minecraft. I just sent everybody right. That's really nice of you, Feather. Thanks so much. That's awesome. We are doing an adventure in GameMaker. We are creating. I can actually show the game. Let me turn off my awkwardly smooth beats here. And oh geez, I hope everything's set up. I don't know how familiar everybody is. A lot of new names in here. Are there anybody who are familiar with this game, Levelmancer? So Levelmancer, ooh, why did it full screen? Oh, because it thinks it's the game overlay. Levelmancer is a game you can play right now on itch.io. It's a platformer game where you build the world and take care of the people inside of it. So think like Animal Crossing meets Mario Maker. It just came out with the Christmas demo that came out just actually a few days ago. And I'll play it for you if everyone wants to see it. Actually, I'm going to go back and do the tutorial first so everybody can see kind of what it's about. Yeah, it's available right now. itch.io/MashArcade. Alright, let's full screen it, let's tutorial, and let's hope nothing breaks. Welcome to the Levelmancer preview. I am the Levelmancer. It's my job to make beautiful worlds for all to enjoy. As my apprentice, it's now your job too. You've been working hard to become a full-fledged Levelmancer. You guys get voice acting too. Hope you enjoy. All hard work deserves some rest, but before you take some time off for the holidays, let's review. Press left and right to move, and then you just kind of move left and right. There's been lots of adjustments since this demo, so bear with me. Easy enough. Stand in front of something and press, I guess that's a B to interact with it, this new controller. Come try talking to me. Excellent. You can move, press A to jump. You could also hold A for an extra high jump, right? So pretty typical platforming stuff. Try getting over this hill. I'll meet you on the other side. Wait for it. There's a catch. Nicely done. You can also pick up certain items with B. I gotta learn what the buttons are. When you're holding something, press B again to let it go. If you let it go while moving, you'll toss it in that direction. So, it's taken some cues here from Mario 2, where you could, like, pick up and throw things, right? You could gently set it down, and then it becomes a platform. So you could also have, it's a sandbox type thing, so you can kind of interact with most things. Oof, be careful where you're throwing those. While holding snow, try standing still and pressing B to set it down gently. You may be able to climb on top of it. So to get by, yeah, if you throw it too hard, they break. But if you just put it down softly, you can get over this wall. Now here's the real meat and taters of what makes Levelmancer special. So far, you can walk, jump, and pick up items. That's all pretty cool, but there's lots of platformers that can already do that stuff. I'm going to turn up my desktop audio, so I might drown out my voice a little bit, but you'll appreciate the audio. It's time you all find out what makes you special. This is called a collectible. It contains an item that levelmancers put inside of their levels. This one contains a doorway that will let you exit this tutorial. Go pick it up and press X to use it. You'll enter handy mode automatically with the contents of the collectible. You can move things around or you can press A to leave. After you've placed the door in handy mode, enter through it to leave the tutorial. So basically, you get these little like toy capsules that have items in them, and you use their contents to actually build levels like a level editor in real time. So if I push X to use it, I can pick up and move this item here. And you could build houses, you could build structures and bridges and platforms and all these little things. Yeah, you're getting the idea, Lucis of Gooses. Little Big Planet inspired for sure. So then you walk through it. And then this is actually the Christmas demo. So the real game will be more, I'll say like open world Metroidvania type things. This is just a set demo. It's more of a holiday greeting card using the mechanics of Levelmancer. So, yep. Ah, what a cozy little village. It's Levelmancer's job to make levels like these. It's just as important to take care of the people as it is to design a level here. This demo won't end, but feel free to explore and build. The music was done by Topher Anselmo. If you're familiar with the GameMaker community, he goes by Topher. Just crazy talented individual, and I'll point to notes in the music in just a bit. Don't forget to share your designs with your friends. Happy holidays! So there's coins up here, but a lot of the things that make this, like, you can use it like a regular platform. The things that make it special, though, is you can go into handy mode, and you can just pick stuff up and move it around and drop it wherever you want. If you want it back in the ball mode, you can just put it back in the ball and pick it up and throw it. If you're done with it, you just throw it away, or you can take it back out of the trash. So to get these, I'm going to move the platform here. I'm going to get 2 more coins. Enough said. Every year, my brother and I get together and sell our trees for the holidays. He really does mean the world to me, so I got him the perfect gift, you know? But I've always been a bit clumsy. I put the present down somewhere and lost track of it. I know it's around here somewhere, but I just can't find it. I get so caught up with work that I just lose my mind, you know? If you see it somewhere, deliver it to him for me, will ya? This is the first time I'm doing voices for these guys too, so I'm winging it. Let me know. I don't always love the business side of things. One thing's for sure, though. I really love my brother. We don't spend a lot of time together, but selling these trees each year has been a tradition. My brother always wraps himself up in it. He really loves making money. So you just kind of go around these townspeople, and like, it's super flexible. You can go in handy mode at any time. Like, you can just totally disassemble this dude's house, and you can make like new houses and new structures. Like, if you think like this would look better as like a patio over here, you can do that. Like, nothing's stopping you. There will not be any voices in the final game. That's just me adding some flavor for you on the stream. What I am gonna do though is have like, you know, like in Wind Waker or some Zelda games, like when you first started and they go, oh, or you know, aha, hey, oh yeah, you know, it'll be stuff like that. So yeah, you go around and this is just, you know, little Christmas village. Oh, it's the new Levelmancer. What brings you here? I was putting up my new lights and I now realize that I don't have enough. Looks like I'll need one more strand of lights. It's not too much trouble, Mr. Levelmancer. Do you think you can help me out? The collectible machine here might have some lights. This is darkened out. I don't mean, it shouldn't be that dark, but this is a toy capsule machine, and when you have coins, you can use it to get things out of the decoration machine. So the game flow is you walk around and you find coins, you do chores for people to earn money, and then you can go to these like toy capsules, and then it's kind of like, I'll say gotcha, but it's clearly not like gotcha mechanics. Let's put up a new layer of lights, but I want everyone to think of something, to listen to music for a second. Hey Feather, thanks for bringing everyone here. Much appreciated. I appreciate it. Thanks for the raid. See you soon. So one thing that makes this demo special is when you complete favors for people, another layer of instrumental gets added to the actual game. So listen carefully here. As soon as I put this up, you hear the shaking? Did it! The lights always make me feel warm and cozy inside. Don't you feel it too? Topher knocked it out of the park with the music. I couldn't be happier. He did an incredible job. So you could go and build stuff just like for fun. Like, let's add a second story. Now this house has like an attic. That's cool. I'll get to these guys in just a minute. This guy says, singing is fine, but I'd rather be playing in the snow. You know how to build a snowman? First, you carefully stack 2 snowballs on top of each other, then you have to put a magic hat on top. Snow is everywhere, but I'm not sure where to find a magic hat. Good night, Feather. I love singing around the tree with my granny. She's so cute. And then Granny says, alright, listen to the music. We're gonna start on the count of 3. Ready? A 1, a 2, a 3. Listen to the music. We've got carolers now. Got your snowball here. Make a snowman. Coin. Sometimes the snow is coin, sometimes it's a snowball. Oh, this is all messed up over here. I was wondering like how much of the demo I dismantled. Let me when I hit the bell will start. You hear that? I have a present here. Let's go take it back to the Kappa. You know, you can hear the bells, the choir, the shakers. A little bit of both. So Topher always kind of provides several layers of tracks to music just to be flexible, but I wanted to incorporate them into the gameplay. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but like these guys, see how they're doing their little squat? They do it to the beat. Pretty cool, right? Also, the Christmas lights blink to the beat as well. They go on the eighth notes. And the Christmas carolers, they flip on the whole notes. Everything's synced up to the music. That's why it's got this really nice like sense of harmony. Super cool. It's a present. And you hear the harp. Hey, is this for me? I can't believe you remembered. Oh, whoa, you found it? Of course. I can never forget about my little brother. Gee, thanks. It loops. It loops forever. So, but every time you do another favor for somebody, it just keeps adding on. There's 2 more things that we can do, and I'll show you those. I need to find a snowball. So when I hit the bell, I don't know if you noticed, but this hat fell out of the bottom of the bell. So there's that magic hat to build a snowman. So what you can do... Oh, come on. Coins are nice, but there it is. I need a snowball. So we stack the snowballs on top and throw a hat, and you got a snowman. And there's a little bit more music layer here. But here's something really special. You break this. Oh shit. Oh no, okay. I broke the snowman and I got this stick. Y'all ready for this? You can do better than... You can't technically pet the dog. You can pick up the dog, but you can do something I think that's even cooler than just petting the dog. You can play fetch with the dog, with the snowman's arms. And after the dog catches the stick, you get the final layer of music. Because the dog's quest is complete. You got a stick. You got the Christmas stick to play with. I'll chase it wherever you throw it. Oops. Ooh, actually, I gotta find a way to get that down. I don't think there's platforms over here. Oops. Sorry, doggy. 1 second. Okay, let's get a crate. This is a good way of like level building. So right now I don't have a way to like get back up on that platform. So in the actual game, if there's something more important, you know, I might want to build something more permanent down there. Can't get me, dog. Anyway, so I think it's pretty cool. There's lots of different like he'll keep throwing his head. There's lots of different things you can get inside of the inside of here to make different structures too. So what people haven't been doing with this demo, which I was hoping they would, is like you can literally just like you can see I'm just deconstructing everything in the village. Like you don't have to have the village like this. You can make your own. There's lots of different things you can do. But people look, I even have like a turnip platform. But people haven't really been into building, oddly enough. I think that's like the coolest part of Levelmancer, personally. But I don't know if it's just not resonating with people, or I don't know. But you can, it's really flexible. You see like look at all these different kinds of platforms. Like, you can build all sorts of stuff. You can put new roofs on, more walls. Look at all these pieces. Like, let's make an extension of this guy's house. Roof. I guess right now there's no point to it, I guess, is maybe why people aren't interested in doing it. It's for PC. You can play it right now. It's free to download on itch.io/MashArcade. You can build to your heart's delight. Let's do one last thing and then I'll move on to that. So I think people might be seeing it as a mechanic to get through levels. Yeah, it's possible. Anyways, we've reached the end here, so bye, dog. It seems so like cold when it's just like the trash goes and the lid goes down on that poor dog. But don't worry, the dog's fine. It's just fun to throw him in there. Throw anything in there. Anyways, that's Levelmancer, and again, the demo goes on. You can hear the music now is considerably more complex than when it started. It's just because of all the different layers that get added on by fulfilling quests and making people happy. So that was a very long-winded way of saying this is my game, but that's my game, so that's what I'm making. It's a platformer with level building elements in it that is essentially like what I'm trying to convey is like a glorified Tamagotchi, but instead of taking care of one pet, you're taking care of a whole town of people, and you're responsible for building their environment. Hey, Sandvich, how's it going? Got a lot of ducks and gooses. There's a duck in Levelmancer as well. Glad you like. It's been a passion project of mine. It's finally coming to fruition, so that's been. And I've been streaming it. I feel like I get to build it alongside of a great community. Everyone's been really supportive. I feel really flattered. Are oops. Working on some backgrounds a bit better. See, right now these trees, for them to be so far away, they're super tall. They'd have to be a lot closer, but I made these trees as like the closer alternative. So now I'm gonna swap these out, this, and hope they look better. Swap. I think they do. I control back. I want to copy this color. Looks like it's down as well. I think they look much better that way. So it looks like mountains covered with trees rather than just trees in the background. Yeah, I think that looks better. Right, it's like mountainous trees and forests rather than just those weird, super tall. It makes them look farther out into the distance by the way they're shaped. I'm gonna roll with that. Okay. So one of the things that was addressed in the demo versus this is the camera. So I feel like we've made that adjustment. Let's get some zooms back on down a little bit. Again, I don't know how um if everyone's involved in the GameMaker community, but I've had some feedback by Pixelated Pope, so I've been going through that. He said, what's to scroll the camera while in build mode? Build mode's gonna get a total revamp, so I'm cool saving that. What's the inventory? Yeah, the inventory. Punch the color more towards blue. Like hue shift it. The problem, I don't want it to get more saturated though, so I think I would have to. Yeah, and then maybe desaturate it 1 or 2. That. Probably that one, right? More towards blue and desaturate it a little bit. Probably a good call. It's hard to tell at night when I've got the day-night filter on, but I can see the difference here for sure. I think that's a good call. Are you an artist? The loosest of gooses? That was a smart decision. So now that the demo's over and I'm not like fielding features, I can just kind of like do everything that I want. One of my favorite features of Levelmancer was an inventory that I removed for the demo because I didn't feel like it was necessary, because it was just like one more button. I want to keep things as clean as I could. Oh, do you? Teach color and design theory through Minecraft? Oh, by all means, teach me. Please. Oh, man. So, it's gonna sound silly because I realize I got a little bit of, I guess I'll call it imposter syndrome going on, but like, I don't consider myself an artist. I've done all the art that you see in Levelmancer, but I don't consider myself an artist. Like, I feel like I know how to do art, but I'm not super comfortable. Like, the reason why this style looks as it does is because I don't shade. I'm not good at shading. I understand shape language, but my lighting is terrible. So I use a palette. I don't shade, and I have these nice broad shapes, and it lends itself well when I use it consistently. But that's something I would definitely love to get better at. Yeah. Anyways, that's super cool. I'm jealous. All right. So I had. Scroll left or scroll right. Go through the inventory. I'm gonna have to check out on YouTube. It's under this channel, The Luces of Gooses. I'll absolutely check it out. That's super cool. No, yeah, link it. That's fine. We're small enough here where I don't mind links in chat, so just link it there. That's fine. Oil painting. Yeah, so when I was a kid, I wanted to be a Disney animator. Like, I still love doing art and animation. I think it's super fun and super interesting, and I have a lot of respect for artists. When I got into college, started like taking art seriously, and I was taking art classes and doing all of that. Like, oh, I realized like I don't like being told to do art really quickly. So I had like, you know, a dark period in my life where like I didn't pick up a pencil for many years at all, ever, under any circumstances. Like, the problem was me. It wasn't school, but I say like school killed my love for art. I didn't like to be told to be creative, you know, but I loved expressing myself when I felt creative. And I think I decided then, I said, you know, if I don't like doing this for school, when I'm supposed to be learning and having fun with it and finding things really interesting, like there's no way I can do this as a job. There's no way. So I pivoted pretty hard and I dropped out of school. So I didn't continue that. I was a little bit bitter at it for a while, so I didn't continue my art studies. The game is called Levelmancer. Here I'll oops. All right, there's two ways you can find it. Here's itch.io. Type in Levelmancer, M-A-N-C-E-R. Oh no, yeah, the old version's up there, but this is also mine. This is when it was a point and click game. I've made it to a platformer. But if you click on this middle one, it'll take you right to the page. You can just download it here. This original one, I didn't know I still had this. I thought it was private. But before it was a platformer game, I wanted it to be a like a mobile point and click, where it was more like Tamagotchi type stuff. I might revisit this one day. This is super fun and creative. And then they jump around for it and you have to feed them. Oh, I really like this. But yeah, you go and you feed them and then just pluck more out. It's super fun. Anyways, two sides of the same coin have different versions of. Let's see if the race still works this. Need an. Yeah, so Levelmancer's been tough. I've been making it for years and I can't figure it out. And I say that because it seems straightforward now. So it was originally a point and click game. I thought it was cool to be able to like, well, the premise was like I was playing Mario Maker, which is fine. I didn't get super into it, but I understand how it worked. And I put down like 5 or 6 Goombas and it was fun. And then I deleted a couple of them. and I had an idea in my head of like, what if you were one of the Goombas? Like you're just adding and deleting. You're just creating these levels. That's your job. You don't care about the feelings of a Goomba you delete. But what do the other Goombas say when you're in a line with 5 of your buds and 3 of them get zapped out of the air by a giant hand? Like, what are the repercussions of that? How do you feel about the world you live in if this hand comes down and just like just deletes your friend from existence? So Levelmancer was going to explore those concepts of like you are the cursor and you have this like interactive Tamagotchi world, and you know you're almost like the god of this world, right? You build stuff, you build their houses, they ask to do things, they ask you for favors because they can't help themselves, that kind of thing. um and it worked. It was a lot of fun, and it was cute, and the interactions were really great. Problem is exploring the levels wasn't fun. um you know, if you're thinking in terms of cursor views, like you just panned left and right, you just flicked it, and that was the whole level. You didn't really feel like you were exploring it because you weren't. You just had kind of like an overview. So I added the platformer character into it, and then it was fun to explore. But the interactions felt a little less juicy, I guess I'll say. So it's a balance. Building is more fun when you're a cursor, but exploring is hard. And exploring is a lot more fun when you're a character, but building is hard. So it's a trade-off. Hey, Felly. Um, I've been making, well, what you see I've been making for a couple months, but this whole concept's been kind of on the table for several years. I'm just a hobbyist dev. I don't know if this will ever be a real thing, so manage your expectations. There was a demo recent released on itch.io under it's called Levelmancer. I'm the publisher's MashArcade, so you can find it on there if you'd like to play it, a little bit more of it. But this, actually, check this out. So this is your inventory, which is not in the demo. But when you have many more items, I want a way for you to be able to store them. So I have like the menu down at the bottom, but on the screen that bag comes down, and that becomes kind of like how you go through the menus. So if you want it, you could pick it up and throw it. And then also I need to unlock crouch. Crouching doesn't do anything in the demo. You just crouch. And the reason for that is because it's not feet. My item. My item. Okay. Oh, it's supposed to be carry item. So if you have an item, you push down and it goes into your inventory. Let's see if snow works. Oh, snow does work. That's funny. It's not centered, but because snow is an item, pull it out of your bag. So rather than just having like your level just filled to the brim with items just along the bottom, you just put them in your inventory. Just put them in your bag. And then right from here, you can place items. Oops, I got placed way too high. Where'd the frog? Where'd the frog go? Is there a frog? Over here. Hear it. It's definitely not right though when you pocket these things. Oh, there it is. Check it out. Oh, I missed it on the demo. Can't believe there was one hidden track to the music. If you find a frog and you pick up the frog croaks to the beat. So, sorry that's not on there. Or sorry, I didn't demonstrate that. That's something for everyone else to find on their own then. How do you get a frog and then pick up the frog to hear the last track of Topher's demo? The frog actually sings to the track. So this is Level Mancer. And unlike the demo, the real game will have like a lot more exploration things, and similar to Little Big Planet, you can the controls are it'll say on the main itch page it's arrow keys and then Z, X, A, and S, or if you have a gamepad, that's highly recommended. It should work with any gamepad. The controls aren't fantastic in the demo. That's one thing that I got feedback on, was like it wasn't always intuitive. Hey, thanks for joining and stopping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. I'm gonna start streaming a little bit more, so hopefully around this time slot won't be too strange to see me streaming. If you guys want to see some more game development, you've come to the right place. Thank you for keeping chat active, and I would love to learn more about color theory, so we'll be in touch for sure. You talk about the MashArcade Instagram. Yeah, I don't think I'm active too much on there. I really need to be, but I'm on Discord all the time. I'm pretty active here on YouTube, but I'm on Discord as well. So if I'll check the chat. I don't know if you dropped a thing in there, but I'll find you. What inspired me to make this game? I like the idea. I love Animal Crossing, and I love level building, but I like the way in Mario Maker how like and building with Lego, how you could kind of take things that aren't meant to be pieces of like a house and make them into a house. So I want to create a game where you could collect lots of different pieces of things and use them independently. So like this this here is a tree stump. I don't have this demo set up, this screen. You should add a menu. Yeah, that's like custom controls and hotkeys. That's all going to be part of it. That just wasn't in scope for the demo of what I wanted to release. So you're absolutely right. I just didn't have time to do it. See a goose? Let's fix some of those. Like when I use it, there's something in there that's like if why is this? Okay, so if I'm hovering over something and I push use, use this capture ball. capture ball that's hiding it? Oh yeah, here. B box bottom is greater than height minus 64. Is that all I gotta do? Should be 64. It should be 40. And when I place it though, it still gets placed way too high. So for the well, if it's decor, if it's okay, that was the easy fit. So it's fun just to like build pieces of the. Nice. Okay. Part of the grass that I want is actually need moving platforms, so that'll be kind of a pain. Don't want to do that quite yet, but that will be soon. Got a few more minutes here before I gotta finish up the night as well. Okay. One thing that I want on here, I want this grass block. I don't think I have this saved yet. Look at this. That's pretty. Oh, bush block. That's what I called it. And I do have a version of it. Bush block already in here. All right. So in every block like this, I feel like I want special ability. I don't know what it should be for the bush blocks yet. I do know when I land on them, I want to start having materials down at my feet. So maybe I'll do a little bit of that and then we'll call it a night here. I do have grass. Clearly do not want outline. land effect. Hey, physics. How's it going? Few nights. How you been? How did your Christmas delivery do? So in the do I have access to what platform I'm on? What platform? Prepping some dough for Tuesday orders. Very cool. I'm glad to hear that. Here, if platform dot id equals obj bush block effect create by sr effect maybe I need to do dot object index. Those obj push block. Oh. I know. This is the collision check vertical. Land. Now, Y speed greater than. This isn't gonna. Let's do. Oh. Okay, if I'm on land, our target equals instant X plus 1 OBJ. Already in Jerusalem. What is something ridiculous here? That's definitely being called. Speed have to be greater than 2. And oh, maybe the block's not a platform. Level meant platform. E. Oh yeah, it did work. Oh, I'm so silly. So then the depth just appearing, or is the grass just appearing in front of the player this whole time? Oops. Some Facebook ads. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It ran for 5 days. Yeah, Facebook. I haven't heard fantastic Facebook. Usually, it's local markets, but well, that's surprising. Good. Back to the drawing board, I guess. There it is. There's my grass. Now when I step on a grass block. Bushes. Hey Jameson, thanks. Nice of you to say about the art style. Yeah, honestly, physics. That I think that's super cool way of doing it too. Is just like you gotta get it in people's hands. That's the thing about it. You know, like I almost feel like physical presence, bread's an experience. Like I keep saying bread, but all of that stuff is an experience. Like it's the aroma, it's the way it feels. It's you have to eat it and want more. You know, like through an ad, you can't smell the bread. You can see the bread, but you know it's different. You get intoxicated by it when you see it. I feel like you might need to get in people. So I need to have a system of different materials. It feels like you're actually going in. So I think next on the to-do for tomorrow, yeah, I think I told you like I can't have bread. I have several as of last several years like gone gluten free for health reasons. I needed to. I can't have bread. I can't have gluten. Um, but there's something really magical about like feeling. It's. I can't think of a. There's very few like positive sensory overload things than baked goods. It's the sound of crust of the bread kind of cracking. It's the texture of the the firm outside crushing into the soft interior, and then the steam escapes and you feel the warmth on your fingers, and then just as holding it there, like, oh, it's a everything. You smell it, the heat, steam, and the dough. Clearly the taste, like it's a full sensory experience that you do not get And when it's one of those things where it's like, if I were looking at bread through a screen, I would go, yeah, that's bread. But it's got none of the magic, right? It's just bread. The grand scheme of things, like when you're online, like bread's not exciting. At least not to me. But if somebody hands me a loaf of bread, I'm excited. It's one of those like I don't think the digital does justice. I might be honest something there. I think that'd be really interesting. So, when I lived in an apartment complex, there was a family who made tamales and the popsicle, Mexican treats, all sorts of really amazing food. But he and his wife all day would just cook, and uh, he kind of like uh, at the end of the night, it was like on like 3 times a week. It was like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays or something like that. He would go around the apartment complex, you know, had all of the food in a cart and would ring the bell. You could go out, kids would get ice cream, and the adults would go and get dinner stuff for the night. But it was really nice that somebody would go around an apartment complex, basically like ringing that bell and be like, dinner's here, and you knew it was really good. Everything was homemade, 100% homemade. They sold nothing off the shelf. And I loved it because I knew on those days I could depend on those people, to be there with my dinner, basically, if I didn't have anything to eat. I think I'll call it a bread subscription plan. Might be really cool for those neighborhood experiences of like, hey, you get your bread delivered on this day and this day. Like it might be nice. It might be worth the investment to on those days go and say, hey, we're here this time, this day, this day, this day. Here's a free sample, or here's this, or cut it up like Costco and give out little samples and say, get them in the habit of eating it on those days, and then not there, they're gonna want it there. Good for the soul. Anyways, you do. A material system. So every object has a material. Materials have sound, physics, property, and particles. Yeah, I think back in the day, if you were to say like a bread subscription, everyone would roll their eyes at you. I think subscriptions have been ingrained in our culture and how we consume things. And it's something that people don't want to think about. I'm crazy busy. I don't want to think about groceries. I hate groceries. And the only reason why I don't currently do a big subscription service is because it's just too expensive in the grand scheme. But if it was specialized down with like, you get eggs, milk, and bread delivered you on Sundays or on Mondays once a week, I would be tempted. A bag of rice, just like my grocery essentials, yellow onion, some carrots, a few pieces of protein. I would absolutely do that. Instacart's just too expensive. DoorDash is crazy expensive. All that stuff's just expensive. But if you could find a way to, toss that out for people, I think that'd be really great. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. A lot of new faces, thanks. We're streaming a lot going forward. We're building Levelmancer, which you guys have seen here. For tomorrow, we're gonna build a material system. Every object will have a material. Sand will be sandy, grass will be grassy, etc., etc. Materials will have sound, physics, property, and particles. So maybe we'll get back into Aseprite and draw some more particles for tomorrow. But thanks for watching. Thanks for staying tuned. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.